Hey, Ms. Johnson, my commission is 6%. 6%? All right, this video is for all the realtors that are hustling and making moves, meeting a lot of people, but your conversions are suffering. I'm gonna give you an absolute amazing technique to take your conversions through the roof. Once again, my mission is to change the real estate industry, to equip realtors with tools to be successful. If you want to be successful in real estate, these videos will help you. So hit the subscribe button so we can get to know each other a little bit more. So here we go. How are you going to increase your conversions? You're meeting a lot of people. You've set the pillars where leads are coming in. If you haven't set the pillars where leads are coming in, stay tuned for future videos. I'll hook you up. However, let's assume leads are coming in, but your conversions are not good. You're getting a lot of no's. You're getting a lot of maybes. Ready? You need to become an actor. You know, you always wanted to be an actor growing up, or your favorite movie. This is what I mean by you becoming an actor. People listen to those that they relate with. You understand what I'm saying? So your job in the rapport building phase, let's talk about the rapport building phase. A lot of salespeople, they say, hey, when you meet your potential client, you have to build rapport. I agree. Being friendly is nice. But let me ask you a question. What are you concentrating on when you're building rapport? Hey, Frank, hope you found the office okay. Beautiful weather outside. Whoa, I like your Toronto Raptors jersey. You like the Raptors? So you ask these questions and you're being friendly. But real estate agents don't even know why they're doing that. I'll tell you why. I build rapport, of course, to be friendly, but more importantly, to learn their language. I'm asking these questions and I'm listening intently of how they're speaking. Hey, you like the Toronto Raptors because you're wearing the Raptor jersey? Yeah, they're good. I know right away this person is business. They don't want small talk, okay? Hey, you like the Toronto Raptors? You're wearing the jersey? Yeah, I love the Raptors. Actually, you know what? I went to 5 of their games last year and they were amazing. What do you think? Who's your favorite player? What do you think? I love basketball. Okay. This person seems social. You get the point? So, look, in the rapport building phase, you're trying to learn the person's language. You're not in sales. You're in the game of communication. Let me repeat. You are not in sales. You are in the game of communication. You are not in a transactional business. You are in a game of extending relationships. Okay? And relationships are built on authentic communication, all right, and trust. Now, let's get to the trust part. Usually people start trusting others that are like them. So after you build a rapport, what you want to do is you learn their personality and you want to mimic their personality. That doesn't mean you have to act like them, but you have to direct the rest of your sales process to how they think and how they speak. So one of the techniques that I use is a simple DISC personality test. There is a lot of good personality tests out there, but I'm using the DISC. I've been using the DISC for a long time. This is not something I made up. This is something that I was taught. A lot of people are using this, but make sure you as a real estate agent that is hungry for success and hungry for those yeses are using the DISC. So first step, what is it? How is this person answering my questions? Is this person a D, an I, an S, or a C? I want to figure that out. My next step is I want to cater to their personality type. So what does D stand for? Someone that has a D personality type is more direct, tends to focus on the bottom line and accomplishments, okay? Picture a CEO kind of type. So when I'm dealing with this type of individual, I know that I have to have direct answers for the person. I can't beat around the bush. So let's say this person, I have a direct seller, Mrs. Johnson. Mrs. Johnson is direct. When I say she's direct, that doesn't mean she's mean. She's a sweetheart. but her personality is direct. So if I get to the point of the selling process where the commission is coming up, Mrs. Johnson asks me, hey Rick, so how much is your commission? My answer has to be, Ms. Johnson, my commission is 6%. That's how much we charge. Simple. Okay. Now picture somebody that has an S personality type. I'm skipping I for now because that's really easy for me because I happen to be an I that's graduating to a D. But let's picture Mrs. Johnson and let's say she's an S. An S personality type is someone that is dependable, needs options, and puts focus on cooperation and sincerity. Okay, so picture a person, that needs a lot of options, needs to weigh out their options. They think about it, they sleep on it, they're not direct. So let's say Mrs. Johnson in this case is an S, and we're in the part of the sales process where she's asking me commissions, and she's like, so Rick, how much are you going to charge me? What are your commissions? I'm not going to be direct with this, Mrs. Johnson. I'm going to say, hey, Mrs. Johnson, it's a great question. Actually, we have a lot of different options. I have 3 different commission packages, and I'll cater them to your needs, and you simply just pick which one you need. And of course, you can mix and match, and I'll cooperate with you. So why don't we take a look at those? Now, imagine I gave those options to the first Mrs. Johnson, who's really direct and a D personality, and I say, hey, Mrs. Johnson, we need options. She'd be like, how are you going to sell my house, bro? You're not going to be able to sell my house. You can't even answer my question directly. I don't want options. Tell me how much you can charge me. You get it? Now, let's go to the second Mrs. Johnson, who's an S personality type. And she asked me that question about what's your commission? Hey, Ms. Johnson, my commission is 6%. 6%? She's going to be looking to kick you out of the house. She needs options. Are you getting the point? Are you understanding how you have to mimic their language and then cater your sales process to that language? Let's go to the I. The I is a person, picture someone that loves stories, an influencer, a social butterfly, if you will. Love goes into events. An I doesn't really want to read your contracts, man. He just wants to talk, or she just wants to talk about life. So, Miss Johnson, that's the I walk into her house. We're talking about real estate. If I pull out a PowerPoint, she's gonna fall asleep. She'll be like, this is how it works with an I. So, Mrs. Johnson, tell me about your day. Oh, my day's been great. This was hectic. It was this. Do you want a coffee, Rick? No, have a coffee, Rick. Stick around. I got time. Nobody's in the house. I want to take you around the house, have a coffee. Boom, sit down, have a coffee with her. I see her house. We're not even talking about real estate. We're talking about family, politics, anything but real estate. We're building that rapport. She wants to see that relationship build in terms of socializing. So I socialize with this Mrs. Johnson, right? And all of a sudden, an hour has gone by, or maybe 2. Sometimes with eyes, believe it or not, 3 or 4 hours can go by. And guess what? By the end of it, they're like, hey, Rick, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready to do business. Where do I sign? They don't want to know details. While they're signing, they might say, okay, so how much are you going to charge me? Oh, by the way, it's 6%, Ms. John. 6? It's kind of high. Yeah, all right, just make sure I get my price. Okay? That's how you deal with an I, you know what I'm saying? Got to cater to the personality type. Remember, the topic is to get your conversions higher. All right? So, we dealt with the D, we skipped to the S, we went back to the I. So D, I, S, and the last one is C. So someone with a C personality type tends to focus on competency. They like to emphasize on accuracy. Picture a numbers person. Picture your accountant type. I used to be an accountant, so I don't fall into that category. But you know what? I'm trying to give you a visual. Picture an accountant type that's going to take over and look at everything and analyze everything. This is the person that I's don't probably like. They're going to read every word of that contract. Totally opposite as an I. So if Miss Johnson is a C, I have to pay attention to detail, make sure there is no mistakes in my power presentation. This is when I do pull out my PowerPoint. All right, my presentation, this is when I pull out the slides. They love it. I'm going to emphasize on facts. Hey, Miss Johnson, this is how many houses we sold this year. Hey, Miss Johnson, this is where the market trends are going with graphs and bar graphs and all these kind of things. This is where I think, the future forecast is going to be. And we're really focusing on that type of the presentation. Now, when I'm dealing with a C, let's go back to that same selling process. And now Miss Johnson, who's the C this time, asked me, hey, Rick, how much is the commission? She probably won't say it like that. She'll be like, Rick, what's the commission? And she's looking to just analyze it. My answer is going to be different. I'm not giving her the direct 6% like I would with a D. I'm not just socializing and just talking about other things like I would with an I. I'm not giving her options like I would with the S. I'm giving her a net sheet. Bam! All right? You want to take your conversions to the roof? I'm giving her a net sheet. I'm like, Miss Johnson, you know what? That's a great question. Let's see how much you're going to net. I pull out a net sheet. What is a net sheet? Well, it has numbers on it. The C loves numbers. I'm speaking this Miss Johnson's language. She loves numbers. Okay. House price. Boom. Predicted house price, list price. First column. Guys, if you want this net sheet that I'm talking about, build a relationship with me. Send a comment. Give me your email. I'll email you mine, because if you're a real estate agent that wants help, I want to help you. Let's get back to the net sheet. So, first line is going to be something like list price. Then it's going to be percent of sale. So let's say my average is like selling 98% of the list price. Okay, boom. What's the money the house is going to sell for? Minus the mortgages, right? Because they usually have a mortgage on their house. Minus the lawyer costs. Minus the commission that I'm going to charge. You get the point? And at the end is how much is this Miss Johnson going to keep in her pocket? I'll make it nice and easy for her. All right? It's not a percentage. It's going to be net. Okay? She's going to look at the net number, and that's what I'm using with this Miss Johnson. Okay? So I'm using a net sheet. If you want to take your conversions through the roof, if you're a realtor and you are getting in front of a lot of people, but you're finding it hard to convert, try this. Speak the other person's language. Practice the art of communication, and your business is going to go through the roof, okay? I try to give you an example how the same question would be answered in 4 different ways. If you don't adapt these different ways, you're not going to be able to convert to where you want to. This business is hard enough. Some of you guys are adapting cold calling. Some of you guys are adapting door knocking, Some of you guys are making videos on social media. Whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Now, again, build that relationship with me, and I'll show you what worked for me so you don't have to door knock anymore and all these kind of things. But that's another video, okay? But you want to be able to convert the people that you're working hard to get in front of. Hey, let's become friends. Let's build our relationship. If you're finding value in these videos, share it, like it, comment, definitely subscribe so you see more. Let's not hold this information to ourselves. Let's change the industry, y'all. Let's make every realtor better. Don't be shy. Do the comments. Give me a shout. We'll sort it out.